So one comment I get from my students is that the American political system feels broken. And although I can understand where they're coming from and where that thought comes from, I tell them it's not, and that it's working exactly the way it was designed to. And here's what I mean by that. If we look at the Constitution was never meant to make government fast. It was meant to make government deliberate. And the founders had just lived through a system that moved way too fast, where power was shifting overnight, their rights could be revoked, and policy would change based on whoever yelled the loudest that day. And so the founders, when they set out the American government, they built the opposite. They built a structure that slows everything down. And that's exactly why we have separation of powers, why we have checks and balances, why we have federalism. The American government is three branches, two levels of government, and a constant tug of war that forces consensus before action. And the system doesn't fail when Congress and the president fight. That conflict is actually the system. And it's how the republic keeps one person, one faction, or one moment of emotion from rewriting the entire system. And so what people call gridlock, political scientists and constitutional lawyers, they just call that restraint. And the irony of the entire situation is the moments when government does move fast are usually the moments when rights are tested the most. And so we think of internment camps during World War II. We think of the Patriot Act after 9/11. These emergency powers during crisis where speed feels decisive in that moment, but it very rarely ages well. And so the founders, they didn't trust emotion. They trusted process, because emotion is what's going to govern you today, but process is what protects tomorrow. And that was their goal, protecting the United States moving forward. And so the structure forces debate, disagreement, and delay, and not because the system's broken, but because it's built to survive us and extend us on.